Friends, it is so good to see you here on Up with KREM. I'm Tim Pham.
And I'm Channing Curtis. Thanks so much for joining us on this Thursday or Friday Eve. Yes, Friday Eve. We are almost to the weekend, friends. Meteorologist Thomas Patrick is probably the person in here who needs a weekend the most. He was working incredibly hard yesterday, forecasting all of the snow for us and keeping us weather aware. But Thomas, what does today's weather have in store for us?
It's just going to be cold first thing in the morning here after what was our first snowfall of the season. Hopefully this was just an ease into the season ahead. Got 1.1 inches of snow, which is something I wanted to make sure to report because obviously it was difficult to measure. A lot of that snow was just melting as it hit the ground and as it hit the road. Not a lot of it stuck around, but it certainly piled up on, the patio furniture, the parked cars in the parking lots, that kind of thing. And that did hold that full inch of snow from yesterday. For this morning, our temperature is just hovering right around or below the freezing mark. In fact, we're at 32 degrees and just went up a degree here in Spokane, still steady at 30 in Coeur d'Alene. A bit of cloud cover this morning, helping to keep those temperatures closer to 30 as opposed to 20 degrees. But that is going to change in the coming days here. No snow in the forecast, but some bitterly cold morning temperatures are on the way.
On the count of three. 1, 2, 3. Oh, wow.
One of the 4 University of Idaho students killed last November was honored in a special memorial at his fraternity.
Ethan Chapin, along with his brother Hunter, were both members of Sigma Chi fraternity. Last night, Hunter was awarded the first Ethan Chapin Memorial Scholarship.
But the recipient tonight is Hunter. He is receiving the first memorial scholarship of Ethan's, and that's pretty special.
People from all over the world donated more than $125,000 to this scholarship fund. It will be a yearly scholarship from now on. Hunter was the unanimous choice to receive the award in its first year in honor of his beloved brother. Ethan's parents were in Moscow with Hunter and their daughter Maisie for this very special night. Future scholarships will go to those who best exemplify the character of Ethan, a wonderful and kind friend, fraternity brother, and human being.
Meanwhile, the man accused of Ethan's murder, along with the murders of 3 other students, is expected to be back in court today. 2 hearings are on the docket for this case. The first is sealed and not open to the public, but the second, Brian Koberger and his defense team are expected to file a motion to dismiss the grand jury indictment against him. KREM 2 will be at the Latah County Courthouse this afternoon. Of course, we will bring you the very latest right here on KREM 2 and on our website, krem.com. At least 20 people have been killed and dozens more injured in 2 shootings in Maine. This morning, a manhunt is underway for a person of interest in both shootings.
Right now, people are in that area are being told to shelter in place. We want to show you a better look at where this is all unfolding. Lewiston is about 30 miles outside of Portland, Maine. The shooting happened at a bowling alley and a bar and grill. CBS News correspondent Bradley Blackburn has the latest from Lewiston, Maine, as the community grapples with this unspeakable tragedy.
Following multiple shootings in Lewiston, Maine, police all over the state are searching for this man, 40-year-old Robert Card, who has been described as a person of interest.
Card is considered armed and dangerous. If people see him, they should not approach Card or make contact with him in any way.
Authorities say anyone who sees Card or has any information about the shootings should call 911 immediately. Police were seen searching a parking garage after a vehicle of interest was found minutes away in Lisbon, Maine. Public safety officials are warning residents in both communities to shelter in place.
Yeah, been an active shooter. We have multiple injuries.
Local authorities say the shooting began just before 7 p.m., first at a restaurant and then at a bowling alley a short time later.
Out of nowhere, he just came in and there was a loud pop, and I just booked it down the lane, and I slid basically into where the pins are and climbed up in the machine.
According to a Maine law enforcement bulletin seen by CBS News, Card is a trained firearms instructor believed to be in the Army Reserves, and he has reported mental health issues. A reunification center has been set up at a middle school in the neighboring community of Auburn.
There's a significant amount of shock going on with people that were actually witnesses.
The FBI says it is assisting with the investigation, though Maine State Police will continue to take the lead. Bradley Blackburn, CBS News, Lewiston, Maine.
Well, every year, thousands of people are diagnosed with different types of blood cancers, and the National Marrow Donor Program works to find them all a bone marrow match through their national campaign. Tonight, a Be the Match donor drive is actually being held in Spokane Valley, all to help save a local veteran. So this morning, our Brandon T. Jones is joining us live at the Ponderosa Bar and Grill. That's where tonight's event will be held. So Brandon, tell us all about the person that this is benefiting and how we can all really try and help him out.
Oh yeah, absolutely, Channing. Well, so this person that this event is for, it's Jason Perkins. As you mentioned, he's a veteran, he's a husband, he's a father, and so much more. And over the last few years, though, he's been dealing with some serious challenges, some serious battles in terms of blood cancer. Right now, we've got two individuals that are very close to him and the organizers of this Be the Match event tonight. We've got Andrew and Jill Olson. And first and foremost, I want to say thank you just for taking some time out of your day to speak with us. But I want to ask you just about that relationship that you have with Jason and just how's he doing?
His spirit is always high. Jason is a fighter. He always has been. Yeah. But yeah, he's over in Renton right now. The first bone marrow match that he had backed out on him, and they've been waiting for 3 months for another person to volunteer and be a closer match, because less than 70% of people find an actual close enough match where they can do a stem cell transfer. So he's been over there waiting with the VA, and like I said before, this has been recognized because of his military time, is what they associate this cancer to be from. So his spirits are high, and he's hopeful, and he's just a fighter.
And it sounds like he is. You know, you've been telling us some really cool stories about just his career in the military. But can you talk about just how important an event like this Be the Match event is for tonight? And you said it doesn't only help Jason, but it helps out a lot of other people as well.
It does, and that's why, they ask families to put this on, is because this could help Jason, but this could very well help dozens of other people. The Be the Match is a nonprofit. They have an amazing registry. It's a very simple process, so we'll have all of that explained tonight if you come to the event, but it can benefit even children that have this blood cancers and blood diseases can be cured through this process. Wow. So if you come and be the match and get registered, you can not only be potentially being the donor for Jason, but for many others who are suffering and families through this crisis. So. Yeah.
And so what should people know about this event? Where is it, and what time should they be here?
So it'll be Ponderosa Bar and Grill, Dishman Micah out in the valley from 5 to 8 p.m. We're going to have music. There'll be a raffle. It's going to be a fun time, all ages, so please bring your kids too. They can't obviously be on the registry, but they can come out and have a good time, so it'll be amazing.
Well, no, it sounds like it's going to be a really good time, and all for a good cause as well. Jason Perkins, again, he's a veteran, husband, a father, and so much more. So we thank both of you just for telling us a little bit of his story, and we're wishing a great event tonight. It'll be packed out here at the Ponderosa Bar and Grill. So thank you again, and we'll toss it back to you all in the studio.
Thank you.
Thank you for that, Brandon. It's 6:09, and for this morning, our temperatures are holding steady in the low 30s here in Spokane. And really, it would be colder if it were clearer outside, but instead we have mostly cloudy conditions, and that cloud cover can sometimes act like a blanket during these cold mornings. And it's just some leftover clouds from that fizzling storm system from yesterday, and it really fizzled out over Oregon, and it took all of its precipitation with it. So that's why we don't see really anything on Doppler radar at the moment, but a decently cold morning, highs upper 30s, low 40s across the inland northwest. Might still see a sprinkle, be it a rain sprinkle or a snow sprinkle this afternoon, but should be a much drier forecast for these next couple days.
At 6:09, let's take a look at our wake-up call this morning. This one, we're keeping it pretty simple. All we want to do is see your snow photos from yesterday. So if you were able to take a peek outside, maybe on your front yard, backyard, or maybe after you drove into work, text us some of your photos of the snow from yesterday to 509-448-2000 or post to social media and use the hashtag #UpWithKREM.